Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wake Cat Sports. Today is our weekly Lions update, right? I'm going to make sure everybody knows what's going on just before the game happens. Injury report came out yesterday for the game for Sunday. So Brian Branch is going to be out this week with his ankle. He did hurt it against Green Bay. It ends up being bad enough to keep him out this week. It is against Carolina, so you might be able to get away with having him out this week. Hopefully, it doesn't affect us too much. Cabina's also out this week. James Mitchell and Amon-Ra St. Brown are doubtful this week. I would rest St. Brown if you could, right? Don't have him get hurt any more than he already is. It is, again, Carolina is not that good this year. You might be able to get by without him. You got JMO coming back this week. Even though they don't really want him to step up too much, they're going to have him kind of on a snap count to make sure he doesn't get hurt like the others, but he will have to step up this week. Decker, Gibbs, Joseph, Mosley, Okwara, Josh Reynolds, Vaitai, and Williams are all questionable this week. I have heard that Vaitai might be back this week. I mean, again, rest who you can rest. Give them an extra week if you need to give them an extra week. I wouldn't rush anybody back. The only person who I might try to get back might be Joseph and or Mosley, just to fill in that role that Branch is going to be not, since Branch is not going to be in the lineup this week. So that is the big thing when it comes to the injuries. This kind of does affect my thought process and how much we're going to win by, right? In our pre-game, I said we would win 42-7 because I'm fairly confident we can beat them. Now, right, with all these injuries coming in this week, it's probably going to be a closer game. I still think they're not going to score that much on us. Our defense is still pretty good. The only big guy you're missing on your defense is Branch. If you get one of the other guys to come back and even remotely fill in to what's going on, we should be fine. The defense shouldn't let up more than 2 touchdowns at most. I still think they'll only get a touchdown, if anything. But maybe our offense might be a little bit slower with Gibbs a little hurt, right? Montgomery's still kind of coming off of it, even though he's not questionable. He played last game, but he's kind of, in that spot where he might easily aggravate something. And also, right, you have JMO, who's going to be coming back, but he's not going to be 100% right away because he hasn't been able to practice with the team that much. Also, Josh Reynolds, right? He's hurt. So you are going to be limping a little bit on offense. Hopefully, though, it's not that much of a struggle. We can get through the game. We should be probably, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a little bit less. I'm going to cut the score down in half to 21-7, probably more than the 42. I do think you should still easily beat the Panthers, regardless of who was hurt. You have a good enough team. You have good enough depth. You should have no problem beating the Carolina Panthers. For the most part, it is going to be a very interesting game with all the injuries that we have, also with the news involving all the injuries. But hopefully we get through with no problems at all. Carolina, they're also they don't have a good rushing attack, so that's already going to be a problem with them. Our defensive line has done pretty good, so we should be able to hold Hubbard, who's only averaged 2.9 yards a game per carry throughout this year so far against our run defense, who is number 1 in the league. We should be perfectly fine against the rushing attack. Maybe out of nowhere, Bryce Young does pretty good throwing the ball, but I sincerely doubt with how the team is. There's 3 people ruled out for the Panthers this week. Austin Corbett, Austin Corbett, their guard, he is out. Stephen Sullivan, tight end, he is out, and Xavier Woods is also out for the Carolina Panthers. Only one guy has a questionable mark on him, and that's Dante Jackson. Otherwise, all their other injuries, even Miles Sanders is on here with a groin injury. He's already going to be slow. So their rushing attack should not beat us like they did last year. And if it did, they should be embarrassed. There's, again, no reason we should struggle at all. With that being said, that's your quick little injury update, weekly update to what's going on with the Lions versus Panthers. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. And until next time, I hope to see everybody soon.